fellow crocheters, it's Janet with CrochetPatternsForBeginners.com. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to do video 4, and video 4 is how to crochet the half double crochet. Alright, let's get started, guys. Okay, what you want to do is you want to make a slip knot, and if you don't know how to make a slip knot or a chain, then you need to just go back and watch video 1, and that'll tell you how to do it, and you'll be right where you need to be. Okay, here we go. We're going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now there's a reason that we're chaining 12 today. In the single crochet stitch, if you remember, when you get to an end, you just chain 1 and you turn. That's because your stitch is basically 1 high. All right, with the half double, it's not really quite too high, but it's over 1. So what we need to do when we turn with a half double is we need to chain 2. Okay, so I want to explain this to you a little bit more so that you understand it. When you're reading a pattern, you will see chain 15, okay, and then chain or half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. Well, okay, if you were single crocheting, it would probably say single crochet into the 2nd chain from the hook. What you're doing is a simple mathematical equation of subtracting the number of chains to get to the working stitches or working chains, if you will, because you need those 2 chains to make your edge. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so we're going to double check our work here since we're first starting out, and this is a concept that I want you guys to get, and this way your stuff, I promise you, will have straight edges if you just keep this in mind as you're going along. Okay, we're chaining, we chained 12, so we're doing a half double crochet. That means that we need to work 10 stitches because we're going to subtract 2. So where do we go? In the pattern, it's going to say half double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. Okay, well, sometimes it's easier that first chain that you've got on your hook. Sometimes it's hard for people to see that, and I understand that. It's hard for me to see it sometimes too. So what we want to do is we want to count backwards just to make sure that we're getting the right chain. So let's do that. There's our first chain, our 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Awesome. That is the 3rd chain from the hook. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm going to have to let that go, guys, to get my stitch in there. What we want to do is, instead of just inserting the hook like we normally would with our single crochet, we're going to yarn over. This is what this is called. Take your yarn and just yarn over. That's right. Now you've got 2 strands onto your hook, and that's just what we're looking for here. So remember, we're going into the 3rd chain from the hook, and we're going to just insert our hook. Now we're going to yarn over again, and we're going to pull through. We pulled through. Now we're going to yarn over again and pull through. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to do this 10 times on the first row, so there's plenty of room here to learn. Okay, yarn over. That's right. Insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over. Pull through. Yarn over. Pull through all 3 loops. Okay, yarn over. Insert your hook into the next chain. Here we go. We got to yarn over again. That's right. And we're going to pull it through that. Okay, now we've got 3 loops on our on our hook, we're going to yarn over, pull through. Okay, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Now the one thing you don't want to do here is you don't want to be tight. Don't be a tight crocheter. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help your project, and it'll just make you frustrated. So one of the tips I have for you today is when you're doing this, pull up just a little bit. Not too much because you don't want the stitch to be wonky. But if you pull up a little bit, you'll see that that will even up your stitches. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to insert our hook, we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull, see now, pull up a little bit right there, pull through all 3 loops. There you go, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the first chain there, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. When you're pulling through that last part, you should always have 3 loops on your hook. If you don't, check yourself because you're going to wreck your project. Okay, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. See? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? My favorite stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, we're almost there. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yay! Last stitch, guys. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay. As you can see here, like I've talked about before, some people do this pinky thing. I don't do that. I just do it. I create the tension by pinching the yarn right there. So it's whatever works for you. If you're comfortable with the pinky thing, if somebody showed you that and that's the only way you can do it, by all means don't stop because you'll just get frustrated, and that's not what this is about. Okay, so now here's the big trick. We're at the end of our first row with our half double crochet, and we're going to chain 2. Remember, we chained 12, we worked 10 stitches, and in the beginning we chained 12 because we lose 2. Well, now we've got to add 2 chains to turn. So 1, 2. Remember to do that. See that? Okay, now we're going to turn. Turn our work. Here we go. Let's put on one more row of this so that everybody gets it, and you will have just learned the half double crochet. Okay, so at the end of your row, you're going to start all over. Remember how to do it? Yarn over. That's right. Now, since we're working in an actual stitch, let's take a look. Okay, the first thing we want to do is always we find our V's. There's our V's, and we're going to go through the side of those V's. Not into them today, but through the side of them. So there's our first stitch. Okay, let's look and let's make sure we're going into this stitch. If you ever notice at the beginning, sometimes your piece looks a little wonky. You're just trying to make a square, rectangle, whatever, and the darn thing goes like this or like this. That's typical, happens to newbies all the time. But let's try to avoid that. Don't go into your chains, but don't skip your first stitch. Don't do it. And the best way to ensure that you're doing that is to count. So this time we're going to count and we're going to just, let's see if I can do both at the same time. Okay, guys? Bear with me if I miss one. All right, yarn over, Now insert your hook right into your stitch, and you know you're doing it because there's 2 loops right there. Okay, we got to yarn over again, pull through that stitch. Okay, now we've got 3 on our hook, see that? Okay, we're going to yarn over again, and we're going to pull through all 3. We did it, see? See how this is just a little bit taller? Okay, all right, let's go again. Yarn over, guys. You're doing it. Okay, insert your hook into that stitch, and we know because we've got 2 there. Yarn over again, pull through. Now we've got 3 loops. Yep. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, we've done 2. Number 3, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Awesome sauce. Now this stitch is going to take you a lot of places, and we're going to go a lot of places with this stitch. You can actually do a stitch that's a faux knit stitch, and I'll cover that later. With this stitch, it'll pull these V's forward and it'll make it look like you're actually knitting, which is really, really cool. Okay, so how many have we done here? Let's see. We've done 1, 2, 3. We're going into 4. Yep. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. You got it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5. We got 5 more to go. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, guys. Well, a couple more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more to go. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You got 3 loops. Pull it up a little bit so you got some room there. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Good job. Yarn over, insert your hook. We're on number 8. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Look at that. It's so pretty. Okay, one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook into the last stitch, number 10, yarn over, you pulled through. Now we're going to yarn over those 3 loops, and we did it. Okay, you just made 2 rows of half double crochet. Congratulations, I'm really proud of you. I can't wait for you to see what's next. Happy crocheting, and don't forget to stop by and pick up some free patterns at crochetpatternsforbeginners.com and check out our library. We have all different kinds of patterns. If you like baby patterns, you can visit myhandmadebaby.com. If you're a knitter, we're putting up knitting patterns. We're just getting started on that site, but our knitting site is knittingpatternsforbeginners.com. Once again, guys, thanks so much for stopping by, and happy crocheting.